Hello YouTubers and my fellow vintage CB radio friends. Another video, but this video is different than most of my all of my rest. I got a question. I've wondered this for a long time. These early model Sears Road Talkers, these Sears radios that are sidebanders. I know the very late Sears radios, the last Sears branded radios made, were made by Uniden and are nothing but Uniden radios. Like their last sideband mobile was actually nothing but a Cobra 146 GTL, or a President, what is that, P244, AX244, 144. Anyways, it's that chassis, and all the other late Sears radios are like that. But these early radios, they're a totally different ball game. And seeing George, Irish Ham 1127's video of the big windowed sideband Sharp, and seeing the insides of it really made me wonder. It made me wonder, did Sharp build these early Sears radios? Because they're really overly engineered as well, in my opinion. I saw some similarities. So I'm asking, and I know Cobra Man, he made a video of one of the big window Sharp sidebanders, and I'm sorry I can't think of the model number of that Sharp radio, but if you guys want to know, you can look at Irish Ham 1127's videos or Cobra Man, and I know their videos have actually got the actual model number. I can't even think of the model number of this Sears radio off the top of my head. I've got another regular video of this radio. You can get the model number from it. It's that long drawed out, it starts out as a 900 number, point, 00 umpteen bajillion numbers afterwards is how Sears did their model numbers. But here's the top side. I'm gonna turn this radio around because I know you guys can't see the board number. I don't know if the board number is really gonna tell us anything or not. The consensus here in the States, or the lore, I call it the lore, is that Toshiba made these. And that's just myth. I mean, that's something that's never been confirmed in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And I've always wondered who did make these. And after seeing the Sharp, I kind of wonder, is it Sharp? The board number, it looks like it's an SP, then an MCL-461F. And there's like a 5900192 number under that. None of that means anything to me. I don't know if it means anything to any of you guys out there. I don't think Cobra Man watches my videos. I seriously doubt it. I might send him a link to this for him to look at. But George, you may know. You very well may know, George, because you have that Sharp, and you've been inside the Sharp radios more than once. I can't say I've ever been inside of a Sharp branded radio. Here's the model number back here. 934.38270,700. And I'll tell you, this was really expensive radio back in the day. This thing is built, I mean, it doesn't look that impressive here. And this is an AC-DC radio. There's a transformer, because you can run this as a base off of AC, or you can run it off of 12 volts as a mobile. It's a multi-voltage radio. But here we go. I mean, this radio, I've always thought these were impressive. The way they're built. It has some of the things that remind me of your Sharp radio, George. Here's plugs up on the channel selector. I can't remember what you called these, but just the regular electrical, push-on type connectors. Looks like up on the front end, above the controls, is boards. I don't see any plugs there. There's the meter. It's the only relay this radio has. And I can't remember the PLL chip this takes, folks. It's not a common one, and I can't remember what it is. The information's available online, but everything is shielded. All the mixing sections here, everything has, quality shields. It's got an old school crystal filter. Crystal filter is an 11.2735 megahertz, Japanese manufacturer. All the caps in it are Nichion, it looks like. Look at the RF amplification section of this radio. I mean, this radio costs some money to build, and it's what makes me wonder what if Sharp built this and those other, you know, early model Sears Road Talkers, which I have videos of two other, you know, there were lower models, not as big and as fancy as this, but both of them are sidebanders, and they were smaller radios. But the internal construction on them is kind of similar, you know, just not as elaborate. I do believe down there would be your audio chip, but look, this heatsink runs all the way over. Everything is box sectioned. I mean, this had to be expensive. I would think it'd be expensive. There's the pre-driver. I don't know what it has for a pre-driver. The next section over is the final. Is that showing up or not? It is a 1969, folks. And everything's original in this radio too, as far as I know. I don't know anything that's ever been changed. Got a 2SC2166 for the driver. Get back here is the AC/DC power supply more so. But I just thought I'd show this and ask you guys out there, who do you think made this radio? I mean, the myth here in the States is, the myth, I mean, I call it myth because it's never been confirmed, is that Toshiba made these radios. But honestly, I don't see anything that really says, you know, points toward Toshiba. I really wonder if it was Sharp. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Sharp made this, or you think it's just somebody else, you know? You know, if you want to see the insides of those other Sears Road Talker 40 sidebanders I have, you know, let me know. I don't mind popping the tops on them and showing. They're not quite as elaborate as this, but, you know, the internals still really remind me of, they were probably made by the same maker. You know, those two smaller sidebanders I have that are Sears branded. I'm not a radio expert, but I consider this pretty impressive. These radios are really kind of, they're a bit underappreciated, but I've noticed as of late last year and so far this year, prices on eBay have rose on these. I mean, I guess that's kind of the two-edged sword thing. Good thing, but bad too. I love the fact you used to be able to pick these up very reasonable, because they weren't the Sears Road Talker sidebanders weren't really all that well appreciated. And I think people are starting to figure out these are pretty high-end radios, really. These, I mean, the later Uniden made ones are fine, but I mean, you know, the Uniden chassis is pretty common. You can get them about anywhere. This is a whole nother beast here. This is a whole nother animal. The only thing I know it's been done to this radio, I would say the modulation's been clipped in it, but I never confirmed that because it has good forward peak output in all modes. So probably the ALC has been turned up in it, because she does about the same on sideband as she does on AM. She was aligned and it was marked for upper lower sideband, you know, frequency TX, and the crystals, you know, that control that were marked as well as which is which. That's the only thing I know it's been done. Otherwise, this radio, I'm not aware of any work or any mods or anything. I don't remember the PLL chip as mentioned. But let me know, guys. What do you think? Is this a Sharp built radio? Look at that mode selector. I know you can't see that. I got the radio turned around. I've never seen a mode selector like that, or I don't remember seeing one like that. That's different. It's pretty heavy duty. I'm impressed. I mean, it don't take a lot to impress me though, but I'm impressed with how these radios are made. Yeah, there is a lot of wires. You know, I used to wonder, did Cybernet make these? Because there's like wires running everywhere. But I don't know. You guys tell me. Anyways, I've rambled on too long as it is. The big slant face Sears Road Talker 40 sideband. Anybody got ideas of where this is made? Please, please let me know, and please let me know why you think who made it. Don't just say Toshiba because you read it on the internet. I mean, I really hope we can get to the bottom of who manufactured these radios. I don't want myths. I'm looking for facts. But ideas are okay too. Just say, that's my suspicion or my idea. If you don't know for certain, don't say, well, it's Toshiba because you read it on a forum. I've seen that on forums 1,000 times, and you know, maybe Toshiba did make them. I don't know. I'm not saying they didn't. I'm not saying they did, and I ain't saying they did. I don't know who made these radios, but I would really like to know. 73s, everybody.